Hi, everybody. As usual, I have a story to share with you that's a little bit sad. It's a little sad because I'm always talking about the mistreatment of children. I do this because I want to change it or help change it. There are a number of stories that didn't make it into my book because there's just so much material, and you kind of have to pick your battles. I remembered one just today, and I thought I would share it with you. My father was a man who may have had the very best of intentions. Truly. There was something wrong with him, but it was all about his family and his children in his own mind. In fact, I've written an essay, a very, very short essay, which I'll mention in the description here. And it's called What We Lost. We all lost everything. We all lost everything. My father lost everything that he wanted out of life by making some very tragic choices and decisions. He decided to listen to and follow James Dobson. I refuse to call that man doctor. I do not have to respect a person like that. He would listen to Focus on the Family on his way home, on his commute home from work each weekday. It took about an hour, and by the time he would pull in home, he was just absolutely livid, and he was actively searching for both of us children, especially my little brother, in order to find opportunities for discipline, even if he had to make stuff up. And I remember this one time, he was late, and we were one of these families that had to wait for Dad, and my mother would have to reheat the meal. No matter how starved we were, we all waited until we all sat down, and my brother and I were just famished. We actually were not fed well enough. I was diagnosed with anemia as a child. But anyway, my father came home finally, and he began to empty his pockets of hard candies that were in his jacket pocket, and he put them on his bedroom dresser. For some reason, we were watching the main bedroom's television set sitting on the bed, and he told us not to touch them. Okay, and we sat there and we watched television, and we could see the candy, and we were just starved. And I'm going to guess that another hour went by. Well, I was the one who finally reached over, unwrapped some of the candies, and I ate them. And I've got to tell you, I remember and I understand my thoughts and my motivations and my feelings. I was furious. I don't think I've ever been so livid in my life, because I knew we were being treated like animals. I knew we were being set up and manipulated, and it angered me that much. I feel so terrible because unfortunately my little brother, 2 years younger than myself, followed suit. He also had some candy. We ate all the candy. And my father was probably watching from down the hallway. And he came in and, God, he acted like a cop. He breathalyzed us. He breathalyzer tested us. He said, "Let me smell your breath." And that was how he determined which of us had just had candy. And it was both of us. And we received the most horrible spankings. Oh, God. The loss of trust and respect that I would have loved to have given him. He took that away. He's the one that took it away. That man who adopted us, I wish I could have trusted him. I wish I could have understood him. I wish he had not treated us like animals. And the fault lies only partly with him. As children, maybe we were a little bit guilty, but I mean, my God, I think we were 3 and 5. So my father was guilty of this, but do you know who else is responsible for what happened to our family? People like Mr. Dobson. If that is the route you choose in training, notice the use of the word training your children, you will make them feel like dogs. You will be acting exactly in the same way as the old school bad dog trainers treated dogs. And I'm just very sorry about the whole thing. It's very sad. I wish I could have a conversation with my father. I would bet anything he would do it differently. I would bet anything, that he's sorry if there's any kind of consciousness after death. Then he knows the loss